Hello, everyone. Greetings. Wanted to bring you salutations today just to touch base and talk about a little bit of the experience in Kenya and in Africa. One of the things about me, those who know me, know that I love the peaceful environments, places of tranquility, places where you can unwind, relax, and enjoy the peaceful sounds of nature, birds, seeing the clouds, sunsets, sunrises. As you see where I am today, this is one of these environments. And this is what we're creating in Kenya at our Solai missions base. So those of you who are living in cities, maybe you're used to the city life, the hustle, bustle, the noise, the traffic, the smog, pollution, and perhaps that's what you would like to do. So when you visit Kenya, you'll be able to find places like that in Nairobi, even in Nakuru. There's the CBD, the Central Business District. You'll see all the hustle and bustle. One of the things I describe to my family in America is not like a traffic jam with cars when you go to the Central Business District. And that's whether you're in Nairobi or in Nakuru or in Narok. Based on my experiences, I visited all three of these cities. I've lived in Nairobi, I live in Nakuru, and we visited Narok several times. And anytime you visit the CBD, which is the Central Business District, you're going to run into a traffic jam of people. Now, for me, as you see, someone who loves the open spaces and like to have time to just meditate and pray and relax and unwind, that's a little bit of social overkill for me. So you see here, I'm out here on the golf course, relaxing, unwinding. It's the dawn, it's the dusk of the day. That means the sun is set, but it's a little overcast and cloudy today. So I want to take time just to speak to those in America, those who want to visit Kenya, those who are thinking of retiring or relocating permanently to Kenya. You have to get a feel for what lifestyle you want to live. If you want this peaceful environment like you see here, then it's going to be rare to find that in Nairobi. Perhaps some of the suburb areas outside of the city may allow you some greenery. I think places like Lavington is one that comes to mind. Kigeri is where a lot of the embassies are and foreign nationals. You may find a lot of green space and such. But if you want large spaces like this, you have to go away from the cities, and a place like Solai, where our missions base is being established. If you want a small city feel, like Nakuru is a smaller city, but it still has the congestion in the Central Business District, as I think you will find in every city in Kenya, as it is around the world. You go to New York City, the city proper, you're going to have a traffic jam of people. Los Angeles, Atlanta, wherever you're from, even in the States, I'm sure same thing is true in London, in Paris, France, probably Istanbul, Turkey. Whenever you go to the central part of the big cities, you're going to run to the traffic jam of people. And if that's your speed, if that's the vibe you're looking for, then you have places all around the world that can fit that bill for you. I prefer spaces just like this. Spaces where I can gather with friends and family for intimate times of fellowship and friendship, and free from most of the noise. I like to be able to hear my own thoughts, and I like to be able to meditate on the things of God. And so if that's the environment you're looking for when you visit Kenya, reach out to us. We can show you places like this where you can unwind and get away from all the hustle and bustle and just to relax. Of course, if you're coming from America just for a visit, I'm sure most people, if you're working age, if you're not retired, then you caught up in the hustle and bustle of work and sleep, driving through traffic or catching the buses or the train or subway if you're in a big city. This is the type of environment when you take a vacation, this is what you should be trying to look for. A place to rest, relax, and refresh, to reset yourself, So we have places like this in Kenya as well as in America at our missions base near Savannah, Georgia. You may be in Atlanta, you may be in Jacksonville, you may be in Macon, or even from the city of Savannah, and you need a place to get away, to rest, relax, refresh. Contact us. I can put you in touch with our team in America that can allow you to come out to our missions base there where you can relax and unwind. You can even camp out if you have an RV. Bring your RV and camp out. If you don't have an RV, we have companies that you can link with to rent an RV for the night. Even those who may want to do tent camping, you're welcome to do that as well. Just reach out to us. And same thing is what we're doing in Kenya as well at our Paradise Solai mission, which is going to be located in Solai, Kenya. So again, a lot of times you see videos about Kenya. Most times you're going to hear of Nairobi. And if you wasn't careful, you would think that Nairobi was all of Kenya. But as we've shown you through some of our videos, there's more to Kenya than Nairobi. If you like the beaches, if you like the oceans, there's also the coast of Kenya, which is borders the Indian Ocean. Places like Mombasa, Malindi, or Diani Beach. There are places like that for you to enjoy. If you want to be near the Uganda side in western Kenya, there's Lake Victoria there. If you want to be centrally located here in Nakuru, there's more lush areas, and the elevation is a little higher than Nairobi, so it's a little cooler all times. And so I know that I mentioned several times about one of the most beautiful things of Kenya is the weather, the affordability, and the people. There's also tremendous wildlife, elephants and lions and giraffes and zebras and rhinos. Even in Nairobi, there's a national park. In Nakuru, there's a national park, and there are many other national parks across the country where you can get a chance to see wildlife up close and personal when you take a safari trip. So there's a lot to enjoy as you visit Kenya. Those who are looking to relocate, then there's also options for you to do that. Main thing I try to tell those who are relocating from America or anywhere around the world is wherever you are, it's very important that you find your tribe or find your community, or a community that is having common unity with people who will care, share, and look out for one another. People need people. And so we were not meant to live in isolation. So we want to create community for those who are visiting Kenya, those who are permanently staying in Kenya. We're based in Nakuru, so that's where we are building our missions base. It's north of Nakuru in a small village, rural area, what they call up country here in Kenya. So reach out to us. Come for a weekend visit. When you're coming to visit the nation, whether you're coming for 10, 14-day stay, month, 3 months, which the ETA allows you to stay, we are here to provide some connection, some familiarity with you if you're from America or somewhere in the West. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming hearing the language speaking because most people here, even though they speak and understand English for the most part, particularly the younger generations, they're still more comfortable speaking in their languages, which is Swahili and their mother tongue from their tribe. Yes, there are 54 tribes, I believe it is, maybe 57, I'm not, don't quote me on that. But each tribe has their own language. So Swahili is the common language, and English is also another one of the official languages. But what I found is that most Kenyans may speak English, understand English on the surface, the same way I may know a few Swahili words, but conversational English, particularly if you speak at your normal rate of speaking, they may get lost in the conversation. So you want to keep that in mind as you're communicating with Kenyans. Most of them will say, yeah, I'm with you, I hear you, but it's being courteous will make sure that you slow down and articulate your words so that the language barrier won't present itself as much as it is. And I have Kenyan friends, family, loved ones, wife is Kenyan, so I have people there that can interpret for me, but I like to be able to communicate with people as clear as possible for myself. So again, just wanted to take a little time to say hello, speak to everyone, let you know that look, life passes fast. You have to learn to slow down and allow life to catch up with you sometimes. Uh, Things are important, money is important, income and jobs are important, but none of those things are as important as life itself. Take time, slow down, embrace life, whether that's in America, whether that's in Europe, Asia, islands, or in Africa. You must take time to slow down. Find things that you love doing. For me, golf is my pastime. I love getting out in the open spaces, as you see, spending a few hours on a golf course, not just playing golf, but walking and thinking and just enjoying the breeze and the sights, sounds, and smells. I hope you have somewhere and some type of helpful, positive activity that you can use to unwind, relax, and slow everything down for a while. So, okay, so that's the time I want to take with you today. Again, reach out to me if you're thinking about visiting Africa, particularly Kenya. Reach out to me through our website, Affordable African Horizons. We can arrange for hosting you at the airport and taking you to your Airbnb or hotel, even arrange some trips for you from Nairobi to Nakuru. Even if you want to go to the beach, there's a SRG rail line that takes you directly to Mombasa, I believe, so you can enjoy some time on the coast. And if you're in Nakuru, connect with us. We love to fellowship with you. We can show you around our businesses and our cafe, as well as the national park as here at Lake Nakuru National Park. Well, God bless you, God prosper you, and continue to embrace life. Slow down, stop and smell the roses. And if you're interested in exploring your African horizons, we certainly look forward to hearing from you. Okay? That's all the time I have for now. God bless you. Kwaheri. We'll talk to you later.